Welcome to the Motivated Owner Podcast with your host, Johnny Scott, your fearless leader. Now listen, if you're a doctor, if you're a business owner, if you're self-employed, you're a 1099 contractor, an entrepreneur, a mega CEO, or a work-at-home mom, or a musician who is self-employed, I've got you covered. I'm a chief marketing officer, a professional DJ, and label owner, and my name is Johnny Scott. This podcast is designed for you to listen to every single day, wake up, and get yourself motivated and pumped up to change your state of mind and make moves in your business financially to build your profits, your branding, and your business no matter what it is. You need marketing advice and business advice daily. Lift off to the Motivated Owner Podcast with your fearless host, Johnny Scott. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, welcome back to the Motivated Owner Podcast, okay? I hope you got a lot of value out of episode 1 about vision boards, and I hope you actually took action and did it, okay? Guys, I want you to take what you learned from these podcasts and actually take action and do that. That's really what this next episode is all about, is about taking massive action. So you should have a vision board on your phone right now that you've done in Canva or whatever way you want to do it, and you've put all your big hairy visions, personal, business, whatever you're into, okay? Pick up basketball, music, I don't care. I want all your freaking crazy visions and what you want in your life, the house, the car, the money, the relationships. I want all that on your phone in a vision board that you have to look at on your lock and your home screen 400 to 500 times a day. Do this, it'll change your life, guys. Now, it won't change your life, though, unless you do what we're going to talk about in this episode. This episode about taking massive action, no matter the circumstances. I want you to really take that in. No matter the circumstances, to take massive action in your life and your business. Okay, so we're going to go back in time, all right? Might date myself here, but we're going to go back to 2006. October 2006. Now, this is 2019 if you're listening to this now. If you're listening to this in the future, it might even be further than that because this is going to be in the cloud forever, okay? But I digress. This is about taking massive action. Now, there's a guy that I want you to check out, and if you haven't checked him out and you're in business, you must be living under a rock, okay? Never get on YouTube, never get on Facebook, or maybe you don't have that you're a business owner or an entrepreneur even listed on your Facebook, so you're never going to see his ads if you don't have anything listed like that probably, or you never check his content out. But Grant Cardone. Now, if you're into sales like me, I love sales, I love marketing, branding. Grant Cardone, you got to check this guy out, okay? Guy changed my life with a book. He made me realize what I'm about to talk about now, I was really doing back then. I didn't even really realize that's what I was doing it. That's not why I was doing it, which we're going to get into. But go pick up a book he has called The 10X Rule. Changed my life, okay? He's got it on audio. He's got it on books, grantcardone.com. Yeah, I know I'm probably making Grant money right now, but whatever. The 10X Rule changed my life, so I don't care that I'm making him money. See, that's the law of reciprocity, guys. If you bring value to somebody, they're going to promote you even if you don't know they're going to promote you or you don't even know them personally. Like, I don't know Grant personally, but I'm still promoting his product here on my podcast. Imagine that, right? He also has these wrist bracelets that have 10X on one side and success is my duty on the other side. And I'm wearing one right now. When I want to really get in the mood of 10Xing my life, I put this wristband on and I just wear it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Or sometimes I take it off for several weeks and put it on for a day or two when I really want to take a day or two and just grind at a 10X level. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's get back to the story here, okay? Look, I am a DJ, I'm a musician, and also a business guy. I don't really know why I love marketing and music so much, but hey, maybe it's because my whole family are musicians, okay? It'd be sacrilegious if I wasn't a musician. And, my granddad, who's passed away at this point, he told me he had a problem with alcohol and substances. And, he could tell I was having problems, okay? And I was, all right? It's really easy as a musician to get caught up in drugs and alcohol. I did. Really affected my life, and I had some crazy stuff go down with the law that was related to drugs and alcohol, took me out for a minute, right? Really changed my thought process on that. And in some ways, I'm glad it happened. And that's because it changed and challenged me, okay? When things that are bad happen to you, they can change and challenge you and push you in a new direction. So bad things are not always completely bad, okay? They're the universe moving you in a direction that you don't even know yet, because I believe the universe does move us in directions, or God, or whatever you want to call it. But it moved me to take on a challenge, okay? I felt like my life was over, guys, okay? I thought in October, my life was over. I was on the run for some drug-related things, and, I thought my life was over, okay? So I sat down and said to myself, what would I want to do if I could never have another opportunity to do anything again in business or in life? So I did, guys. I went on this crazy adventure and did all these things that I never really thought I could do, even though I wanted to do them, okay? And they actually happened, and it was because I was using the 10X rule, and I didn't even realize it, because that book hadn't been written yet. Grant Cardone had never put that down, or it had never come to me in 2006. I mean, maybe he wrote it down in his head before then, but it had never come to me. I had never seen it. So look, here's what I did. I decided to go after an award that the corporation I owned a franchise with had, because I had owned this franchise since 2001, and a lot of guys had won this crazy award, and I really liked the military. We lived by a military base when I was a kid in San Diego, and a lot of my family are in the military, and I even tried to go in the military for a little while, guys. I signed up, started to go into training for like 3 months, and then I dropped out of the Navy because I just couldn't handle it when my cousin called me and said, "Hey man, don't do it. I'm off ship, and I'm going crazy. I'm at the World Cup." He was a Navy SEAL, guys, and really freaked me out at like 18 years old. Okay, so I didn't go finish off the Navy. I spent 3 months in the Navy and quit. And here's the thing: we do dumb stuff as a kid, but the choices we make can shape our lives. And look, I don't think I ever would have met my wife and had my 2 beautiful kids and my 3rd on the way if I hadn't had these situations happen to me. So that's what life is, man. It's magical. It can be bad and then good. And the 10X rule is one that I want you to follow. I decided, look, I'm going to win this award. It's called the Lance Seijan Award. Now, that company's out of business now, okay? After 61 years, they closed their doors because they didn't push hard enough. But here's the thing. Great company. Great product. It was a marketing product that helped businesses all across the United States. I was selling signs, and really, signs were growing people's business anywhere from 30 to 150% every time I sold one. As long as they put it up and installed it in their window or outside, if they did it in a certain way, it worked. It's crazy. I still to this day own a sign franchise because signs are amazing in business. If you are a business owner and you're listening to this podcast and you don't have the right sign for your business, like let's just say it's a word sign and you don't even know the difference because you're not a doctor of signs, you need to reach out to me, okay? I can help fix your problem and grow your business 30 to 150% if you use it correctly. If you're using it correctly and you're listening to this podcast, great, okay? But I went out, guys, and took massive action. I said, I'm going to win this award. And to win this award, you had to work 6 days a week for 24 straight or 23 consecutive days. You had to make over 13 sales in those 23 days. That's almost one every other day, guys. And you had to do it. And you had to also work a certain amount of calls per day. You had to make a certain amount of light-ups per day. And really, it boiled down to at least 2 light-ups a day. And sometimes it's hard, guys, in sales when you're 100% cold calling all across the United States. No appointments, no nothing, just walking in cold to get an owner to let you walk in and show your freaking physical product. If any of you guys have ever cold called and gone out there and sold as a business owner, you know what I'm talking about. But I did it. I committed, okay? I was on the run. I committed to doing this, and I wrote down my goals, and I wrote down every single detail of what happened during the day. And it was crazy. In the month, I was out all over the place. I wrote down where I was. I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was in Kansas City. I started tracking it, guys. The first day I went out this, I did 10 calls, 2 light-ups, which are presentations, by the way, and I one took all the way to the money, and no sales. Now, I could have just given up there, guys, but I didn't. On October 3rd, I really pushed myself in Oklahoma. I did 35 calls, 7 light-ups or presentations, 1 close, and did $3,432 in volume on a Tuesday and made $800. Now, listen, guys, I kept tracking. October 4th, I did 10 calls, 2 light-ups, 1 close, made $808. October 5th, 2 calls, 2 light-ups, no sales. October 6th, 2 calls, 2 light-ups, no sales. Now, I could have done more presentations, yeah. I could have done more light-ups, more calls. I was pretty stressed out in this time of my life, so I didn't. But I made sure I hit the goal, okay? Now, this just kept going and going and going. Well, look, but I won't really explain all of it because we're going to get right into it. But I went to California, did light-ups. I went to Wisconsin and made light-ups and presentations. I went to Minnesota. I went to Nebraska. I went to Kansas City. I was all over the map doing this, cold calling 100%, which is hard. Well, the month, I tracked every single day, and what ended up happening is I won that award. I made 306 calls in the month. I did 77 presentations. I made $100.44 a presentation, not counting my bonus that I made of $4,000. I made $266.70 every time I closed a sale. I made 14 sales. Every 2 light-ups, I closed a sale. Or every 5.5 light-ups, I closed a sale. Every time I went to the close, I closed 2 out of every time I went to the close. Pretty crazy. My volume per contract, I knew what it was. I ended up making $9,966 in income, plus a $4,000 free sign. Really, in my life, that was the first time I went over 13 grand in a month. And if you guys are on here and you've never made 10,000 in a month, it's a crazy feeling. Okay, I've done it many times in my life. 20 grand in a month before. I mean, it's insane. You really stop and think when you start hitting these milestones. But I was only able to do this because I used the 10X rule, guys, in my business. I literally went to work 6 days a week. I thought about work. I pushed myself. I did it all over the United States. No matter what, I got up and went out and worked, period. I did. I didn't care. I didn't care if I failed. I didn't fail. I succeeded. I didn't succeed. I didn't care if I won the award. I didn't win the award. I was going for the goal. So, are there things in your business that you're not 10Xing? Are you not doing your own podcast? Are you not starting that course and filming it like you should? Are you not starting that company or taking your medical practice to another level, your dental practice to another level? Yeah, this is for you two docs, okay? I don't care what you are. I don't care if you're a course creator. I don't care if you're a doctor. I don't care if you're a stay-at-home mom. Are you pushing your business to the next level by 10Xing it? Well, if you're not taking enough massive action, guys. This is about taking 10X massive action. So this is the end of the episode. Okay, I hope you liked the story. I was able to get through some craziness that was happening in my life, and I 10X'd it. Okay, I 10X'd my sales goals because of this concept that I didn't even realize was going. I was just going through a hard time, and I ended up using the 10X rule. Later on, when I read Grant's book, I realized that's what I was doing, and I try to do this very often in my life, and so should you. So that's the lesson for the day, and I need you to go implement this, okay? I want you to get off this podcast. I want you to write down what things in your life off that vision board that you want to have happen, and I want you to write down an action plan that you can 10X what you're going to do. You can put 100 times the action into going for that goal this month, and I don't care if you succeeded it. I don't care if you don't. Just do it. Okay, that's what you need to do. 10X it and just do it. This is the end to another episode of the Motivated Owner Podcast by Johnny Scott. Now look, I'm so lucky that you came today. If you got real value out of this, go to share this on your social media page, DM it to your friends, get it to your family, your loved ones, or email them. Go like us on iTunes and give us a review. Everything helps in this to get our show to the top. Now look, if you want to learn more about other things we do, go to themotivatedowner.com, opt into my list. You'll get updates about this podcast or Facebook Live events that we're going to be doing. And look, you'll get 2 amazing gifts about marketing that are true things that will change your business life, okay? 2 books that I wrote. Go there right now, themotivatedowner.com, and we'll see you on the next podcast.